Hello everyone, welcome to today's tutorial. Today we're going to be making just like a neutral faux stone. This is my favorite neutral to make just because it's just something you can kind of dress up, you can dress it down, and I don't know why, but falls just always make me think of like neutrals. A little bit of calm before the Christmas chaos, right? So here's what we're going to need for today. We're going to need our Sculpey Premo translucent clay, a little bit of Premo white, then I have two alcohol inks. I have white and I have cool brown. I'm also going to use a little bit of this light brown mica powder. I've got my tissue blade, I've got my acrylic roller, and then I'm also going to be using my Atlas 150 clay roller. So let's get started. So we're gonna start by cutting up our translucent clay. I'm gonna cut it into thirds, and then I'm gonna use this white to dye it. So I'm gonna probably cut it in half, maybe use about that much. I wanna do different intensities of this, so I'm going to put a lot more on one, then less on the other, and then the most on this one, kind of like that. The reason I'm using clay to dye these instead of like alcohol ink is just it's going to be a lot more pigmented but still retain that transparent effect that we want to have with faux stone. So I'm going to take these and I'm going to run them through my Atlas 150 until they're mostly incorporated. It's okay if they're not fully incorporated because again, that adds a little bit of variety to the stone. So let me do that and then I'll come back and show you what that looks like. Okay, so here's what they look like after being mixed. I kind of have three different tones of these sort of warm whites. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to chop them up. Sometimes it's easier to fold them in half before we do that, just so they're a bit thicker. And then we'll just, oops, get that out of there. Chop it up. Keeping them in their own piles for the time being. I'm gonna grab just a little bit more white and just add a few really small pieces of white into this as well. So I'm really only gonna grab like this much more, and I'm gonna dice this one up. Maybe a little bit smaller, but not that much. Go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to take the color that is the least white, and I'm going to take probably like half of that. I'm going to go in with my mica powder. This is just going to add a cool sort of shimmer to the final results. Just add a little extra to this neutral stone. It's just sort of like that, and then just mix it until the pieces are nice and coated in it. And then for this other half, I'm going to apply the alcohol ink, the brown. Make sure all your pieces are nice and separated first. And then just add a few dots of that and coat these pieces in that. Now we're going to wait for that to dry, and when it does dry, then we're going to take everything and combine it into one big pile. Okay, now that it's dry, we're just gonna take everything and put it together, trying to separate the pieces as much as we can. Okay, good mix. And then we're going to go in with the white alcohol ink and coat all of this in that. Ignore the yellow on mine, I put the wrong lid on this. Okay, coat with some white alcohol ink and then mix to combine. Just like that. Kind of lay it a little bit flat, not too bunched together so it can dry out. And then we're gonna go back in with the cool brown and just add a few dots. Like this around. Just gonna add a little bit more of the brown coloring to the final piece. Like that. Then I'm gonna go back in with the white and just put a few dots on top of those browns. Not all of them, but some of them, just to give some variety to that color. There we go. And now we're gonna go ahead and wait for this to fully dry before we combine it into our cane. Okay, so that's probably dry enough. So I'm just gonna take it and squeeze it into our cane. Still a few little wet spots, but that's okay. I just squeeze it in my hand and then I'll press it into the table, just making sure everything is nice and combined. So here's what the cane looks like. So now we're just going to slice into it. Using our tissue blade. Remember that the thicker you cut your slices, the more distortion there's going to be. So I'm going to keep them kind of at this sort of size. Ooh, looking so cool. Like, so now we're just going to take what we have here and combine it into a slab. So I'm just going to lay out my pieces, how I'm going to roll them. Oops. Just like that. I'm going to take this one and I'll just cut it in half so I could fit it in here. And then you're going to go back in with your acrylic roller. And we're just gonna roll until these middle corners fill up here. And this just helps ensure that it's nice and combined. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run it through my Atlas 150. I'm going to go through setting 0 first, just to make sure everything's sticking together nicely, and then I'll bump it up to a number 2, which is the thickness that I prefer for cutting. So this is what it looks like before rolling through there. So that's what it looks like after going through 0. So I'm going to bump it up to a 2 now, switching directions so that I get the spread in the opposite direction as well. So there's what it looks like after being rolled out again. I think this looks sick. So it's a cool neutral stone. Like you compare this sort of stone with blacks, with whites, with any sort of brown or beige undertones. Like it's just like the options are endless. So I'm gonna cut into this and then I will come back and show you some of the pieces that I made using this slab. So here's a look at some of the final pieces. This is like my classic go-to style. I just haven't put the ear wires on them yet, but like, I just love the neutral element of the stone, but it's also, you know, not too plain. I also did these big ones. I don't usually do ones these size, but I got a new cutter, so I just had to try them out, and I'm obsessed with how they turned out. The fun thing about doing bigger pieces is that you get to see more of your stone. So I haven't decided yet if these are gonna be like studs or ear wire, but it's so cool. And then I also did 2 different studs, which I'm obsessed with. The bottom one's also a new cutter, so I had to try it out, and I just think they look so cool. So yeah, that's this week's tutorial. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll be back next week with another tutorial for you. And yeah, thanks for sticking around. Bye.